Shelby Proy took part in a protest last week to have Lolita released from captivity and returned to her family pod. She joins us now live on the phone. Shelby, thanks for doing this. I guess Lolita is the remaining survivor of a bunch of orcas, whales, kidnapped from Puget Sound many years ago. But she's 40 years old. Do you think it's safe to have her transported across the country?
I think it's perfectly safe. I think she has a better chance surviving if she does get transported to her home waters and living up to another 40, 50 years than she would being stuck in the tiny illegal tank at the Miami Seaquarium.
Why is it illegal?
Because of the Animal Welfare Act from APHIS in Section 3.128, which is space requirements. It states that orca whale should have no less than 48 feet across in diameter, and her tank only has 35, and she's 22 feet long.
What did this aquarium tell you when you confronted them?
They are somehow getting away. They are actually not even a member of the association in zoos and aquarium because they won't let them in because the tank being so small.
All right, well, we called this aquarium to get their reaction, and they said in part, there is no scientific evidence that Lolita could survive in the open waters of the ocean. It would be irresponsible to treat her like that as an experiment and jeopardize her health and safety to follow the whims of a small group of individuals who have no first-hand experience working with a killer whale. The tragic story of Keiko, again, this is the statement I'm reading directly. Keiko, the killer whale of Free Willy fame, serves as a stark reminder of this historic proposal. Keiko died in a Norwegian fjord in 2003. 5 years after his release, he died alone of pneumonia, unable to fend for himself, protect himself from the toxins and viruses in the ocean. And the similarities between Keiko and what this group is asking us to do with Lolita are startling. Miami Seaquarium is not willing to take this chance with Lolita's life. Any reaction, Shelby?
Well, first of all, the group of people wanting to do this are not inexperienced. They are composed of Orca Network, which is a nonprofit organization, and the Center for Whale Research, and one of their lead biologists, Kenneth Falcombe, who knows more about Lolita's family, the southern resident community, than any other biologist out there. And he and Orca Network has devised her retirement plan, which also has nothing to do with Keiko's story. Keiko's story is completely different. He was caught at a much younger age when he didn't know how to hunt, and they released him without knowing where his pods are. Orcas are one of the most socially bonded creatures on this world, and we know where Lolita's pod is, where possibly her mother is. So if she was released, she'd be released with her family, and that was a huge difference that Keiko didn't have, and that's why he didn't survive.
What do you think in general about the whales performing for people in any situation? Are you against that?
I'm completely against it. I don't think it's educational. They don't tell you anything you couldn't learn by watching a TV show. I think all marine mammals in captivity, that should just be outlawed, and it should be more of like an Omnimax type of event. Like you can go see them on a big movie screen and learn all the facts, because when you go there, all they tell you is the height, the length, what their names are. They don't even talk about their natural environment.
Right. Shelby, good luck. Thanks. I appreciate your point of view. And this is Shelby Proy, the founder of Save Our Oceans Now, trying to get Lolita, who at 40 years old has spent virtually her entire life at the aquarium in Miami. The idea here being to get her to be transported across the country and gently reintroduced into the wild. Again, Shelby, thanks. When you have pictures or video, breaking news, or cool stories from your neck of the woods, go to